Hi, and welcome to Video Mojo. My name is John Leland, and Video Mojo is a combination of timeless marketing principles and a playful exploration of the bleeding edge of social media and digital video. And today we're talking about digital video and the number one thing that you can do to make your Zoom meetings more powerful and productive. You know, as I've been talking about digital video literally for decades, one of the original concepts that came to me was something I call the media proverb, which is, it's always more complicated than you think it is. And just because everybody is doing Zoom meetings now doesn't mean that we're doing them right. In fact, we're seeing so many issues that even Saturday Night Live chose to make fun of all the ways that people do Zoom meetings wrong.
Henriette and Nam, guys, just point the camera at you and just leave it be.
We're not cut out for this.
I thought this computer only did solitaire.
We ruined the Zoom.
And in this world that we have now, where connecting via video has become so much more important, I think it's really valuable to be conscious about the way we create a container for communities, for get-togethers. And to be clear, I'm not talking about 2 or 3 people or even 4 or 5 people having a social gathering on Zoom. I'm talking about meetings where there can be, for example, 30 people, 50 people. Brené Brown offered some emotionally intelligent ideas that she uses with her Zoom meetings of 30 people on her team in order to get people into a more conscious space and to allow for all the intensity of emotions that are going on these days. What's clear is that we're moving into a new world. So these kinds of online meetings and virtual connections, particularly the bigger ones where you're talking about dozens or even hundreds of people, become more and more important. We want to create the container in a safe way. We want to create it in a conscious way, and we don't want all of these distractions. So the thing that I think is missing that actually harks back to all the conversations about digital video for a long time is that just because one person can run a whole meeting doesn't mean that they should. I've been facilitating webinars for a client, and we've got 2 people managing the technology back end, making sure that things run in a smooth, professional way. In smaller meetings, like I've been in meetings recently with 30 people, with 50 people, just having one person dedicated to managing the technology and giving people guidance and support makes a huge difference. If you don't have that, then you have all these rough edges and all these distractions, and people don't understand that they really have to take responsibility for their audio and mute and unmute appropriately. So having a technological project manager, I think, is the number one thing that we have to have that foundation, to have that support. And when we do that in a professional way, then the meeting becomes a more solid container, becomes more productive, and as a result, generates a more powerful community. And so I really want to encourage everybody that's doing anything more than just a casual meeting or a small meeting with less than half a dozen people, make sure that you've got somebody holding the space technologically, giving people coaching, providing real-time tech support so that everybody can be on the same page and understand kind of the technological etiquette of making sure you mute it and then unmute, and knowing where those controls are, knowing how the chat works, so that if you want to chat to the whole group, you chat to the whole group. If you want to chat to an individual, you do it that way. Little things like that make a difference, help us build stronger community through more productive and powerful Zoom meetings. Please let me know what else you want to know about Zoom, about digital video and online. I'm here to help. And thank you again, as always, for your kind attention. I look forward to seeing you next time.